This is Baz. He's about to start the boat. This is our boat. Just like the rest of our life. It's pretty massive, but it's a good little boat. Come on, Baz. There we go. Jump in and we'll go up the creek. Off we go. Hi Baz, here we are up the creek, ready to put our new legal crab pot into the creek. Can you explain what we've done?
Well, first you get yourself one of these crab pots from probably BCF. These fellas here clip in and form the separation. They're legally only allowed to have 4 openings for the crabs to climb in. They also have to have a float with a rope on it with my license number to be able to legally get the crabs. Supposed to have at least 4 meters on the rope and a weight so that it doesn't float around the rope and get caught in people's propellers. So in this instance we're using a bit of chain just to weight it down. So when we find the spot that we want to put it in, we get ourselves the food pouch which goes inside the pot, which is, in this case we're using a pouch of cat food. So, and you put it in the pouch and then use this clip here to actually anchor it into the bottom of the pot. That's going in there. Right down on the bottom. And with a bit of luck it doesn't all tangle up like that did. And then you just hook it through the bottom, weave it through the bottom once. Back up the other side. And then this clip will lock it in. So it's now locked on the bottom. So what we do then is get a knife and just puncture the satchel. You can use mullet frames or fish frames or a bit of meat or anything. Crabs find it tasty. We just find these convenient. Meat from Aldi. So then you close the pot up, and the situation then is you've got a crab pot like this, food in the bottom. The idea being the crabs come along and they can sense that in there and they'll climb in here, and then they have difficulty climbing back out. So then we come and check it a little while later, and Bob's your uncle. So what we're going to do here is we're going to get the crab pot, the weight so it doesn't hang it up, toss it into the creek. The idea is to have this side as the top side, so it's designed to be up the top. As it goes, there's the weight to hold the rope down, and there's the float with a tag on it. Next thing, come back, we should have enough crabs in there for a chili crab, but there are legal numbers and you have to make sure you get the right number, and got to put the girls back as the right thing to do. In New South Wales you don't have to, Queensland you do. Cheers. Okay, so we've got a fish frame to go in here that Cole, my neighbour, gave us today. I'm going to pop him in there. Crabs really like fresh fish frames as their bait. Over a bit. That's right. The bottom, as you can see. Grabbing. So here we are. Come back to the spot where we put the float in. Here it is. Just get him out with this nice handy gaff. Always wise to put your motor into neutral at that point, or turn it off depending on what the current's doing, so it doesn't get caught in your own propeller. Here's our trusted weight. Hopefully, we're going to have the motor load. Crabbus. Oh, she's That's what happens sometimes. Zippo. But we'll take the bait, we'll pod back, give it another go. Happy crabbing.
So here we are, back at our crab pot in the creek. Baz is going to check it again. Hopefully today we've done a lot better. What do you think, Baz?
I know, we'll find out here in a sec, Trude. Trusty gaff onto the rope. Put that safely out of the way. Chain's still doing its job of holding the weight down.
Feeling lucky, Baz?
Always lucky, mate. Lucky Monday. Lucky. Let's turn this bastard around. Here we go.
Oh, what do we got? We got lucky, Baz.
We've got a couple. Now, first thing we've got to do is look. That first one over there is definitely too small. This one here is definitely legal. But now we've got to check if it's a boy or a girl. So have a look underneath. You see here, always getting angry. It's a girl. She's got a really wide flap on the bottom. And if there's a long, skinny, pointy one, it's a boy. But this one's definitely a girl. And in New South Wales, we're allowed to keep him and take him home and eat him. But we don't do that. We let our girls go back to make more crabs for us. So we're going to let them go. And the way I do that is preferably without handling them. So up the other way. Sometimes they get caught and sometimes they don't, but most times they just drop through and out like that. And there goes the next one, out like that. They bungee to the bottom. Hopefully they can find a boyfriend for me next time.
Hey, Baz.
Hey Drew, how you going, mate?
Good. Back for another try.
Yeah, try our luck. Pretty small tide today. Only about 800 mil, which is about a metre off the biggest one you can get. Good thing is it's still here and no one stole on it. Let's see what happens. Oh, we've got someone in the hole. Oh, we've got one nice boy here.
Oh, there's another one over there, Baz.
Yeah, this one here's a keeper. That's a beaut boy. She's got the narrow flap on the bottom, not the big wide round one like the girls have. Got some nice nippers there. I can taste some chili crab tonight. This one over here.
What's the other one, Baz?
It's too small in any case, and it's a boy as well, which is good because we haven't seen too many boys lately. You see there again, it's got the long skinny flap. Alright, now I'll get him out without getting myself eaten. We have a minute to our madness. And unfortunately this one's standing right on top of where the cable is on that one too. It's holding on for a bit, so I'll just use this to unply him a bit. But yeah, there's him. The way the wind's blowing, you might end up in the woods here, too. Those nippers, they can probably take your little pinky off. Oh, okay. I'd use that in go so that he falls back towards the middle. Especially while that other one's nice and still. It's going to be a scoundrel, there's no doubt about it. I need the green bucket, Trudy. It's looking a bit ordinary here at the moment. My fingers are cooked. It's not as good as we can do it.
I'll have to stop and help you, Baz. I'm filming.
Alright, so just give you an idea, that's the size of my hand. That's the size of him. His cara space is the distance across his back there, and he's well and truly legal. But he's ready to take your finger off if you put it in the hole. I can sort of show you something about that if you want to see a little tricky with a little something. What have I got?
Ooh.
You having a jumper, is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, we might just put him on slow mode. I'll just show you how he'll have a go at you.
gentle.
Yeah, it's very gentle Jim today. But anyhow, not to want to let go. Let go. Hi guys. We're back from our little crabbing expedition, and Trudy's got the crab in the bucket there. As you can see, it's one of those big green flexi buckets. And what we do is we put it straight in the freezer, and he just quietly goes to sleep, because crabs have a nature of hibernating in winter, so he just goes to sleep instead of boiling him to death or anything nasty.
So he doesn't throw his legs off.
And it also keeps them intact. They don't drop all their legs when they hit the boiling water, and there's no shock to them. So here we go, Trude's going to pop that in the freezer. Put it in the drawer so it doesn't climb all around everywhere. We'll just let it go in like that. There he is, going in there. Sit down, he's got a nice little home for a half an hour or so. Just close him up. And chili crab's just about done. Hey, Trude.
Yes, Baz. Won't be long.
Trudy's going to show you what happens after a period of time of the crab in the freezer.
It's been about 35 minutes, Baz. He's slow enough to pick him up by hand. And he's still moving a little bit, and I just don't like to throw him in the pot like that.
No. Let's have a look on the side. Give us a side view.
This little...
Yeah, see there's a bit of movement there.
Yeah, we'll put him back in for another 10.
Have a little bit more of a sleep. Happy crabbing.
So here's our crab. He's finished being put to sleep in the freezer. I'm going to steam him today. So see, he's not moving anymore. He's nice and asleep. I'm not going to put him in a pot of boiling water. I'm going to steam him like more like the Asian recipes I've seen. So this way it keeps the flavour in the crab rather than boiling water leaching the flavour out. So we're just going to put him in the steamer there. You'll notice he'll pretty quickly start to turn orange, which is how you would have seen a mud crab in a restaurant if you had one served up. He's taking a minute. Put a lid on him, keep the heat in, and we'll come back later and see how he is. He's not a real heavy one, so about 17 minutes or so. Okay, our crab's been in the steam for 17 or 18 minutes or so. We're going to pull him out. Oh, come on. And I'm going to put him in a sink of cold water so he doesn't keep cooking and make his meat all mushy. And we'll sit him in there for a little while.
Okay, so the crab's been caught and we're now in the kitchen. It's been cooked. Trudy's going to show you how she cleans it. Crab cleaning 101.
Thanks, Baz. So we take our steamed crab, very simple. We turn him over, open up this flap. Be careful you don't get the little bit of poo there. Just pull that off. We're going to use that later. This is pull all the guts out. Some people will call this the gills. We don't want to eat those. Some people call this the mustard and they eat that, but I don't. It's up to you. Clean all that off. Clean that out a bit more with some flush of water. Make sure he's all nice. Then we can give him a bit of a drain. For presentation, we can crack that in half. Put it on our plate. Clean up the shell a bit. That looks nice. Put that back on the top. His legs in place. There's your cracker. And there we have your mud crab ready to eat.
Just some bread and
Butter and lettuce.
and a little squirt of lemon, maybe.
Lemon or lime juice would be lovely.
Nom, nom, nom.
Black pepper.
Well done, Trude. Thanks, I'm glad I didn't have to do it.
It's Baz pulling up the pot. What do you reckon, Baz? Feel heavy?
Pretty fast current today. Not sure if it's a current or a big bloody one. There's absolutely zippo in that one.
Nothing in there, but it looks like they've had a go at the bait, Baz.
They've definitely eaten that bait.
So something's been in there, eaten the bait, and managed to get out again.
Or worst scenario, someone's got in and pinched them and put the cap back on. That happens.
Yeah.
It's
Oh
life.
well. We'll try the other one in a minute. So we've just pulled up the second pot. It's got a big girl in it, so she'll have to go back as well.
She's also missing a nipper.
She's missing a nipper.
Bit aggro.
So the girls are a bit aggro. So no dinner tonight, Baz?
No, we've got an acorn.
We've got an acorn, can't eat those.
Let it go.
Oh, she's got to just let her get out of there. She's got a nipper down the bottom.
Oh, yeah, she has no nippers.
Don't want to twist her up too badly. There she goes.
No, she's still caught.
Is she? Oh, there she is. Hopefully she'll just go out the hole nice and easy. There she goes. There she goes.
Yeah, we just pulled this pot up and there's a couple of little bubbers in there. Come back in there and fatten them up. See yous.
Bye. But what did we get in our other pot, Baz?
We got a lovely one up.
Oh, check out this fella. He's our beauty. He's not huge, but he's a good size. He's got nice big claws. He's got nice colour. On the bottom, he's a lot browner than the one we got the other day. So he's going to be full of meat. He's got his claws out ready for anything. Oh, those fellas. Yeah, he's a bit snappy. Those fellas would take your finger off. There you go. Now, for him, we'll have jelly and coconut crab.
Singapore style?
No, Trudy style, Baz.
Trudy style.
Okay, let's take him home.
Looks like they're up to something else again. These crabs are starting to become a big part of life in this lockdown. What do you got to tell us?
Well, Baz, what I wanted to do was show everyone what you need to know when you catch a crab or when you're choosing one at the shop or at a dinner party. So, as we all know, size is not always the most important thing. So come and have a look. I've weighed all these crabs and I've measured them all. So in New South Wales, they have to be measured from here to here and they need to be 8.5 centimetres at least. They also need to be boys, which we can see this is a boy. So when choosing your crab, so as long as he's over 8.5 centimetres, you're allowed to keep him. You're allowed to keep 5 for each person and you're allowed to have 2 pots each. So I'll start at the big one because everyone's going to choose this guy here. When we turn him over, he's a very pale green colour. So what you want to do is, if this shell is not really hard, he's not going to be very full because he has recently molted and this is his new shell which he has to fill up with meat before he's going to be a really good crab. So I actually wouldn't pick this bloke. So then you come down the line here. This one's a bit smaller. He actually feels a bit heavier to the look of him than this guy does. So as you can see, for the difference in size, the difference in grams is not that great. So he's okay, he's still fairly pale. I think doesn't have like any scars from fighting like this guy has. You can see he's got a couple of scars, so he's a bit older. He's a bit darker.
He's missing a nipper.
He's missing a nipper. I've added that into the estimation of how much he would weigh with both nippers. His shell is much harder than this one down here. That actually, I can push that in. This one I can't push in at all.
Can we call that one Braveheart?
Braveheart, yeah. Now this little fella down here, he's 97 millimeters. He's only 433 grams. But look at this beautiful dark colour. This is what we're looking for. If you get a crab that's dark like this, all this brown, he might have some damage. His teeth are worn down a little bit. This is the one. This is the colour that you're looking for.
So compare it to this
Compared to this one, this guy's going to be packed with meat, really sweet. His nippers are going to be full. This guy, these nippers could be just hollow, basically, ready, waiting to fill up as he eats more food. So I hope that helps everybody choose their crab.
Yep.
So don't be scared of the dirty one. He's the good one.
And just one thing, I think in New South Wales you are allowed to keep the girls, but we don't.
No, we cooked one day and it just wasn't as nice as the boys in the texture and the colour of the meat. But we like the boys and we like these nice dirty ones, no matter how small they are.
A dirty boy. Oh no! Trude, this looks like it's another one of our staying sane in lockdown movies. Tell me about your crabs today.
Well, today I'm going to show you how to prepare your green crab ready to cook in the wok or any other frying sort of situation. If you're going to be adventurous and do like a chili crab or something like that. So we've got 2 crabs. They've been put to sleep in the freezer for a while and I cleaned them beforehand because it's a bit of a yucky job. So this is our crab. We're going to keep his head or carapace because you can cook that as well and use it at the end as presentation on your crab, or just however you want to. You don't have to keep the head. So first of all, I've broken him in half like we learnt in the other lesson. I'm going to divide it into 3 so that the swimmer and the back leg, like that. The other 2 legs away from the body with the claw. Don't cut your finger off. Like that. And then you'll find these are much more manageable and better for sharing your dish.
Nice size, looks nice and fleshy, Trude.
Oh, it's lovely white meat, Baz. Look at that. Look, very similar to prawn meat. Looks pretty good. So we'll put him back on our plate ready for making our chili and coconut crab later on today.
Yum. Can't wait for today's meal. Cheers.
Cheers,
and
Baz.
this is an extra B to the preparation.
I did forget one really important part. So that you get the flavour into your claws, you need to give them a bit of a crack. So they won't break as such, but those cracks will let the flavour in while you're cooking. So give it a bit of a bash. It's good to try it. This knuckle is the bit that I really like, but it's hard to get into. And you may not need a crab cracker if you've already done that. There we go. Thanks, Baz.
All right, well done, Trude. Looking good.
Better.
Trude. Blinky heck. Look at this. There's a lime-filled vodka drink in front of all that vodka. Hey, Trude, how great is this? Just gotta say,
My vodka and lime is starring at the front of the whole show.
No,
But I can't.
nothing about.
Hey, Trude.
Hey, Baz.
What are we doing here? We're not actually going to cook some chili crab, are we?
We're finally gonna do chili crab and coconut.
We've been chatting about this for a while.
Yep.
Let's show them how to do it.
Let's do it our style. I'm no chef. I don't work with recipes. This is just how I do it. And if you follow this sort of method, you're guaranteed to make any crab or shellfish recipe work for you. First of all, we're going to start and finish with my favourite products from the Chili Chick Shop. This is Chili Chick Shop chili and native pepper in virgin olive oil. This gives us our first hint of the chili flavour. You don't need a lot of this stuff, it's pretty powerful. While that heats up, we're going to put our top of the crab, the cara space, in there and just let that turn orange for later on for our presentation of the final dish. There, they're starting to turn orange.
That's just to make it look good, eh?
Yeah, it's just for presentation later on while our oil heats up.
It changes them from green to orange.
Orange, yeah. All of your shellfish turns orange.
Our whole life is all about presentation.
Yeah.
You're not going to eat these buggers.
While they're finishing off, we'll put our onion in on the side there. Get that started.
Just moving in here to see what's going on.
Sort our onion, starting to heat up now. In that beautiful Chili Chick Shop olive oil, which you can buy online. Just Google Chili Chick Shop.
I don't know what's more orange, the cara space or your beautiful hair, Trudy.
Don't go into that.
Step away, Ben.
Oh, there you go. Onion's starting to give off some heat from the chili oil.
Oh, that chili oil gives some fumes, doesn't it?
It sure does that. It's great stuff. So you don't need a lot of extra chili because we're already starting with this chili oil. Might pull them out now. They can go over there.
I'll just have a bit of body while I'm waiting.
There's a nice orange one.
No lime was injured in
Sorry
this.
about the, yeah, now we've got homegrown chili. It's from my own garden, a little bit more chili, some garlic and some capsicum. And toss that around a bit.
It's a bit dry in there, True.
Oh, Baz is adamant.
Oh, there's some butter there.
Adamant that we need some butter.
You betcha, mate.
Look at that, that looks great. So, that looks pretty cool. Nice little combination for the base of our...
What's the green stuff you're holding on to there, True?
Oh, we're going to put that in a bit later. That's some shallots. They're mostly for presentation. Now, here's our crab that we cut up earlier. Put all those pieces in.
Oh, that's the one you chunked up in that last version.
Yes, Baz.
Oh, good effort.
Might need a little bit more heat. Now, we've got 2 crabs. I find that 3 crabs is a bit of a challenge to make sure it's all cooked.
Can I have a look in the pot there, True?
Yeah, here we go. We're going to start tossing.
That's like megabits of crab, eh?
Yeah, and you'll see that start to turn
That's
orange.
a big block. That's like 450 mils across. That's happening now.
There you go. So now, we've got that.
They're changing colour.
They're changing colour, and we've got those lovely onion and chilli and capsicum pieces going through that. So before that starts to really burn or anything.
Yeah, it gets a bit fumy, that chilli, doesn't it?
Now, to make sure it all cooks evenly, we're going to throw in some Chateau de cardboard.
Love your work. Watch the steam.
And put the lid on. There you go. That can poach in the wine. Oh my goodness. Sorry.
It's the chili that's getting you, isn't it?
Chili, not Corona.
No, it's the chili, the fumes of the chili, hey.
So it smells fantastic.
Oh, it does. I can smell it.
One time we did use red wine, and it came out fantastic. It was just a bit of a different, darker colour, but it still tasted fantastic.
So it's sort of sauteing and braising and getting all the flavours
poaching
in.
in the wine.
So we're going to let that go for a while and we'll come back.
Oh, not too long, because it's all. We cracked the claws open, so that's open to the steam and the flavours.
Right, so we've got 6 minutes, 7
We cut
minutes in
the-
now of this. Do you reckon we'll wait or we're going to keep going?
Oh, it doesn't take very long because we're virtually steaming it. The clean crab, it won't take very long.
Cool.
We can get rid of that.
This is like where you sing a song or something.
No, look at that. It's all orange.
Oh, we'll
Toss it
close in,
around
have
in
a look.
there.
Oh wow, looks so much better.
Yeah, it's
We
almost.
should be opening a, crab business or something, but
No, we're not there.
we're not doing that. Apparently we're not.
That's because we've used that liquid and the steam. Our crab is virtually cooked. It looks fantastic.
We just want to give you all good ideas.
So now we're going to pour in our coconut cream, coconut milk, whatever you want. There's no hard and fast rules to this recipe.
Wow, straight on top.
Yeah, throw that in. There we go. We'll put a few shallots in now. They just look lovely. The green against the orange looks fantastic. It's almost ready. It's very cooked.
That's one big claw on top there, eh?
Yeah, we'll
Chris?
just make sure those big claws are cooked through. The body meat all looks like it's already
So by
cooked.
putting the lid on, you make that happen.
Yeah, well that just ensures that the heat goes through all of the meat. Even anything sitting on top, it's all.
I can't wait
It's
to eat
going
this,
to
mate.
steam.
You spoil me, True.
I do that. So we'll get our serving plate ready.
Oh, that's what the carrot space is already coloured.
Yeah,
That's very
that's just
flash.
for presentation. You can do whatever you like with those. And I reckon that would be cooked. Now our coconut now has all those beautiful flavours from the onion, chilli.
So just letting everyone know, that's only like 9 minutes from the beginning of this to now. And we've got
Is
a
it?
beautiful meal.
Is it 9 minutes? There's our big claws.
And there's the liquid. Oh my god, that's the best.
Yeah, all those nice. So when you're licking your fingers, you're going to get that onion and capsicum. Pour that
So you're
on
basting
there.
it now with the liquid?
Oh yeah, we're going to put that over there for serving.
Just letting you know I've got a vodka.
then we're going to finish it off with another of my favourite chili chick shop products. This is a coconut sambal, and it's a beautiful combination of coconut.
Is that like
chili.
roasted coconut now?
Yes, it's just beautiful.
So good. Should we turn the wok off?
I've already done that, Baz. There you go. How good does that look? Throw on the end of our lovely green for presentation.
Oh. If this is my last supper, happy Easter.
There we go. Check that out, Baz.
Trudy, you are awesome.
Oh, one last trick.
Oh, wait for it.
One
But
last
wait, but wait, there's more. But wait,
You
there's
don't
more.
need any special utensils to dig the meat out. The crab comes with the best utensil for digging the meat out of. Look at that.
Wow.
And that'll get down in those little legs and all of that. Yum. Beautiful. There's enough chili in that. I didn't need to do any more. That's just perfect.
You happy with that, Trude?
I'm happy with that, Buzz.
We've nailed it.
Beautiful.
Cheers, guys. Hope you enjoy your chili crab.